Hello everyone, and welcome back. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to purchase USDT using fiat currency through a P2P platform. This is a very important step for anyone who wants to start investing or trading in cryptocurrency, because before you can buy any crypto assets, you first need to know how to convert your local money into digital currency. Okay, before you start, you need to understand how our USDT will be distributed. In this diagram, you can see the overall workflow of the process. First, we'll purchase USDT using fiat currency through the P2P method. After that, I'll withdraw the USDT from Binance and deposit it into two different exchanges, which I'll explain in detail in the next lesson. Take a few seconds to look at this diagram and make sure you understand how each step connects to the next one. This will give you a clear picture of how funds flow from fiat to USDT and then into the arbitrage trading exchanges. All right, let's take a moment to understand what stablecoins are, because they play a key role in almost every part of crypto trading. So, what exactly is a stablecoin? A stablecoin is a type of cryptocurrency that's designed to keep its value stable. It's usually pegged to a real-world asset, such as the US dollar. For example, 1 USDT is meant to equal 1 US dollar. That means even when Bitcoin or Ethereum prices go up and down wildly, the value of USDT stays about the same. This stability makes stablecoins perfect for trading, saving, or transferring funds because you don't need to worry about price fluctuations. Now, let's look at a few of the most popular stablecoins. First, we have USDT, also known as Tether. It's issued by Tether Limited and is the most widely used stablecoin in the world. It's known for its high liquidity, meaning it's available on almost every exchange. Next is USDC, issued by Circle and Coinbase. It's also pegged to the US dollar, but it's more regulated and transparent, with regular audits from US-based financial firms. And then there's DAI, created by MakerDAO. Unlike USDT or USDC, DAI is decentralized. It's backed by crypto collateral instead of fiat reserves, so it doesn't rely on a single company to maintain its value. So, why do stablecoins exist? They provide a bridge between traditional finance and the crypto world. They allow traders to move funds quickly without going back to fiat money, and they help reduce volatility during market swings. Let's quickly review the benefits. Stablecoins offer price stability, fast transactions, and they're extremely useful for arbitrage trading, remittances, and crypto savings. But of course, there are also risks. Because most stablecoins are issued by companies, there's a level of centralized control, and you're trusting that the issuer actually holds the reserves they claim. There's also regulatory uncertainty, since some governments may restrict or monitor stablecoin usage. And finally, there's the depegging risk. In rare cases, the value can fall below $1 if people lose trust in the reserves. In short, stablecoins are what make the crypto economy run smoothly. They combine the stability of fiat with the speed and flexibility of blockchain. You'll use them all the time to trade, to store value, and to move funds between exchanges. Let's talk about how to buy it. There are several ways. First, you can buy directly from an exchange using services like MoonPay or Simplex, which support credit and debit cards. This method is convenient, but usually comes with higher fees and sometimes less favorable exchange rates. Second, you can buy from OTC desks, which stands for over-the-counter, or even from crypto ATMs in certain cities. This method is fast and suitable for large transactions, but you need to find a trusted OTC provider, and fees can vary. And third, the one we'll focus on today is P2P, or peer-to-peer trading. A P2P platform connects buyers and sellers directly. You agree on a price, send fiat money to the seller, and then the seller transfers USDT to you through the exchange's escrow system. The main benefit of P2P trading is that it usually offers better exchange rates and lower fees compared to card purchases. It's also a good option in countries with banking restrictions or limited crypto access. But there are also risks, for example, if you choose an unreliable seller or fail to keep transaction records, you might lose your money. So you must always trade carefully and follow the platform's safety guidelines. Now let's walk through an example using Binance's P2P platform. You need to buy USDT using a fiat currency, such as USD, EUR, and others. You also need to have a wallet that supports USDT, such as Trust Wallet or the Binance Wallet, which comes with your Binance account. I recommend using Binance because their exchange rate is often better and they have strong protection for both buyers and sellers. First, log in to your Binance app. On the bottom menu, click Trade, then at the top, select P2P. You'll see a list of peer-to-peer traders offering USDT and sometimes USDC. You can use the filter button to sort by currency type, payment method, or trade amount. Be aware that exchange rates can vary a lot between sellers. Typically, if your transaction amount is small, the rate won't be as favorable. So, if you're buying a larger amount, you might get a slightly better deal. Before placing an order, you must always check the seller's profile carefully. I personally choose sellers with a high number of completed transactions in the past 30 days and a good rating, ideally above 95% positive feedback. Click the seller's profile and check their trading history. For example, if a seller has completed over 1,500 trades in the last month, has an average release time of about 3.6 minutes, and a 96% positive rating, that's a good sign. Also, check when their last trade was, if it was within the last day or two. That means they're active. Avoid sellers with recent negative feedback or long delays. Understanding seller requirements. Because P2P trading involves direct transfers, you must read the seller's requirements carefully before placing your order. On Binance P2P, all sellers are verified they've completed KYC, email, and phone verification, and most are required to deposit around 5,000 USDT into Binance as a security guarantee. This deposit ensures that if a seller fails to send you the coins after receiving payment, you can file a complaint, and Binance's P2P support team can use that security deposit to refund you, as long as you have proper proof of payment. That's why keeping clear records and screenshots is so important. Placing your order. Now, let's walk through an example. Suppose I want to buy 10,000 Hong Kong dollars worth of USDT. Based on the exchange rate, I'll receive about 1,282 USDT. After reviewing the seller's information, I click Place Order. The system will give me 15 minutes to transfer the money to the seller's bank account. If I don't complete the transfer within that time, the order will be automatically canceled. Once I click Chat, the chat room opens, and the seller shares their bank account details with me. I then use instant bank transfer to send the payment and immediately screenshot the payment confirmation page. After that, I click Transferred, Notify Seller. Then I upload the screenshot of my payment. At this point, the seller checks their bank account. Once they confirm the payment, they release the agreed amount of USDT to my Binance wallet. This process usually takes about 5 minutes. What if something goes wrong? If the seller doesn't respond or fails to release the coins, you can file a complaint directly on the Binance P2P platform. The support team will step in, review the transaction history and chat logs, and help you resolve the issue. To stay safe, I always recommend buying in smaller batches rather than one large transaction. This reduces risk and keeps your capital safer. After the transaction, once the transaction is completed, you'll see that the USDT has been deposited into your Binance wallet. From there, you can transfer it to another wallet or send it to another exchange, such as MEXC or Bitunix, for your funding rate arbitrage strategy. Closing. And that's it. Now you know how to buy USDT safely through a P2P platform. Always double check the seller's reputation, keep all payment records, and never rush a transaction. In the next lesson, we'll cover how to deposit your USDT into your trading exchange and start preparing for cross-exchange transfers in your arbitrage setup. So take a break, open your Binance app, and try browsing the P2P market to get familiar with the process. See you in the next lesson.